This guy was wild, I'm telling you. He loved a little bit of women, but he really wanted that tranny, let me tell you. And and he wanted the tranny to do him. Hello and welcome to another episode of Celebrity Quiz. I'm your host, Freddie Shaben. Today, do I have a really juicy one for you? Unbelievable. I knew something about this guy a long time ago. I never said anything, of course, and now it's all over the news, right? If you Google it. But anyways, it's just funny how things come full circle. This was 2003, Las Vegas. Town is buzzing. They have all sorts of fights, all sorts of, they got UFC, they got boxing. That weekend was just full, all sorts of conventions in town. And on top of it, we had the 2003 Billboard Music Awards, which was held at the MGM for a few years from that, probably from 2001 all the way to even nowadays, they still hold it there, I think, once in a while. But anyways, we get a call. It's the night before the show. So it was either Thursday or Friday. I think the show was on a maybe a Monday, Tuesday. I can't remember. But anyway, so we get a call like a Thursday or Friday, right? And it was around 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course, as usual, get a call. The guy's like, listen, I'm a manager of a big celebrity in the music industry. We're here for the MGM, music awards or the Billboard Awards, excuse me. And we need to get some girls. I'm like, okay. So I said, I know, I respect what you're telling me. So I just did my whole, I'm not going to bother you with the details, but I just did my screening thing. Finally, he lets me know all the information I needed. And I guess somebody had told him about the agency that one of the celebrities, their friends or whatever, has used, my agency, right? Okay, no problem. I still gotta, do my screening. So, you know me, I'm all about safety. So I do my screening. And I only had a handful of escorts that would see those type of gentlemen. Okay, I'm not going to say much about it, but first of all, we're not prejudiced. It never was. It's just that it's a preference thing. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but if you look at the hints on the thumbnail of this video and you follow some of the other, hints that I'm going to talk to you about, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I had a few options that night, maybe like a handful, like 5 or 6. And of course, they were all gorgeous. Now, here's the kicker, though. This is what makes this story interesting. He wanted, aside from the 2 female escorts, he actually wanted a transsexual as well, along with the 2 escorts. So he wanted 3 total, 2 female escorts and a transsexual escort. But he wanted a transsexual that can perform. Now, I don't know how much you know about this, but not all transsexual, what we call functional, which means that their junk works down there. And yes, 99.999% of transsexuals that actually work in the escort field, they do still have their junk. They're pre-op, not post-op, which means they still have their junk down there. And the clients that usually want a transsexual escort, they want to use that tool. Otherwise, they'll just go with a woman, right? Why would they want to go with training? So anyway, so this particular client, celebrity client, insisted that they must be functional. I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder if he just wants to watch the transsexual having sex with another woman. Some guys, they get turned on by that, or even some women that I know, they get turned by that. But anyways, so no judgment. So we send the escorts over there, and the guy actually, I remember him like it was yesterday. He was haggling about the donation, right? And I think I was charging him like 2,000 an hour per escort. I said, look, man, this is what it is, because they're going to be not just only with him. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to want him to be with the other person, maybe the other two. So it's usually $1,000 just for one-on-one, and this is not that situation. So I'm sure he can afford it. And we're talking about a music mogul here, okay, guys? So anyways, I don't know why they try to haggle, but so everything was set. He had somebody meet him at valet. I insisted on that for safety purposes. Brought him up to the suite. They might have been, I can't really remember exactly, but they might have been at the mansions, but I can't really exactly tell you, so don't quote me on it. And the mansions are, you can't rent them out. They got to be given out to mostly whales, and then sometimes they give it to celebrities, right? So they go up there, and this guy was wild, I'm telling you. He loved a little bit of women, but he really wanted that tranny, let me tell you. And he wanted the tranny to do him, which was very interesting. And he actually wanted one of the escorts as well to put a strap on him and on the tranny, and they did all sorts of wild stuff on each other. And he's getting banged while he's banging one of the other girls, and the tranny was banging him, and all sorts of any combination you can think about, right? So it definitely was a wild erotic evening with this guy, and he definitely was freaky, to say the least. So he is a music mogul. He's in business a long time. He was also a producer, but also he was a singer himself, or more specifically a rapper. But he's more well known for having other artists under his label. Okay. And if you look closely on the clues, you'll see that I left a clue in there that I did not even put a hint banner on it, that it will tell you the name of his production company, music production company, or label, music label. Anyways, very, very successful, well known all over the world. Has gone out with a lot of really beautiful actresses and models and celebrity musicians and all sorts of stuff, females. But as of late, I guess he's been caught with some pictures, and they're floating all over the internet. So now I guess his little secret is out, right? Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this episode of Celebrity Quiz. As usual, if you know who it is or you want to guess who it is, just leave it in the comment or send me an email at madamsuzanne2020@gmail.com. If you guess correctly, I will be more than happy to send you a e-version and an audio version copy of my best-selling book, Madam Suzanne. And if you had done this before and won, and you want the other book, I can more than happy send you my second book, which is How I Made $1 Million a Year as an Upscale Escort. Anyways, you got a choice regardless. But so there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed another episode of Celebrity Quiz. I'm your host, Freddie Shaben. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay happy. And I'll see you again next week on Tuesday.